This is the AEW Collision April 13, 2024 full show results video which takes place at Truist Arena in Highland Heights, Kentucky. The show starts off with Toni and Daddy Magic on commentary discussing Jon Moxley becoming the new IWGP World Heavyweight Champion at Windy City Riot, and Moxley will be on Dynamite next week. Bryan Danielson and Claudio Castagnoli cut a backstage promo about beating the Don Callis family tonight. They aren't worried about Don's threat that his family will injure them in the match, and BCC are the ones who hurt people every night, because violence is their specialty. Then we saw a trios match between House of Black vs Matt Sydal, Action Andretti, and Dante Martin, and the result of this match was House of Black won the match by pinfall when Action Andretti came back with a 450 on Brody for only one count. Then the heels triple team Sydal in the corner with double running boots and the cannonball. Toni Storm and Mariah May are interviewed backstage, and Storm teases another kiss with Mariah May before instead directing trash talk towards AZM, and she talks about fetish publications before doing the tits out catchphrase. Then we saw a match between Katsuyori Shibata vs Lee Moriarty, and the result of this match was Katsuyori Shibata defeated Lee Moriarty by pinfall when both men took turns blasting each other with running kicks in the middle of the ring. Then Shibata gets Lee down on the mat and puts him away with a thunderous PK for the 3 count. Shane Taylor attacks Shibata after the match. Hook comes out for the save, and hits Moriarty with a suplex, and Shane Taylor leaves the ring to keep Ogago from getting in there with Hook. Athena and Billy Starks are interviewed backstage, and Athena vows to make an example out of Red Velvet and show the world what they've been missing. The Undisputed Kingdom is interviewed backstage, and Roderick Strong is insulted by a question about giving Wardlow credit for helping him retain the international title, and Strong says he doesn't give credit to anybody besides himself, and he's going to beat the hell out of Rocky Romero. The next match happened between Daniel Garcia vs Angelico, and the result of this match was Daniel Garcia defeated Angelico with the knee bar submission. Pac cuts a backstage promo on Okada and says Okada is not God's gift to professional wrestling, he's crap, and he will prove it at Dynasty. Then we saw the AEW Women's Championship Eliminator match between Toni Storm vs AZM, and the result of this match was Toni Storm defeated AZM by pinfall when Storm blocks a head kick and nailed AZM with a release German suplex. She nails the flying ass in the corner and puts AZM away with Storm 0 for the 3 counts. Storm and Mariah May celebrate afterward with champagne and face licking. Mark Briscoe cuts a promo backstage on House of Black and says he's not afraid of House of Black, and they are the ones who should be afraid of him, Eddie Kingston and Adam Copeland at Dynasty. Tony Schiavone introduces Thunder Rosa for an interview, and Rosa thanks the people for making her comeback special. She doesn't need help to win the AEW Women's World Championship. That comment is directed towards Deonna Purrazzo. She doesn't know why Toni Storm went crazy in the head. She will humble Toni at Dynasty and take back the belt she never lost, even if she has to break every single bone in her body to empower every woman in the locker room to prove that AEW is where the best wrestle. Storm made a big mistake trying to take off her face paint because she doesn't want to see what's underneath, and Rosa will drag her soul to hell. Deonna Purrazzo responds in the back by saying she's the one who embodies what the AEW Women's World Championship is all about, and she fights Mariah May next week and will break her arm. Kyle Fletcher and Powerhouse Hobbs cut a promo on BCC, and Hobbs guarantees that Danielson won't be able to walk out of tonight's main event on his own. In the main event of the show, we saw a match between Bryan Danielson and Claudio Castagnoli vs Powerhouse Hobbs and Kyle Fletcher, and the result of this match was Bryan Danielson and Claudio Castagnoli defeated Powerhouse Hobbs and Kyle Fletcher by pinfall. Konosuke Takeshita attacks Claudio after the match is over, and now it's a 3-on-2 beatdown inside the ring. Takeshita hits Bryan with a brainbuster on the rampway, and Claudio runs them off with a chair, as Daddy Magic says the Don Callis family accomplished their mission to injure Bryan, and the show goes off the air.